Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. And thank you for being here. And thank you for the super thanks. I just saw an article put out that Meghan Markle is saying that she has been conditioned to not show emotions. Yeah, I think it's backpedaling because of her coldness, I suppose. So she's finding a reason to say it. So let's ask the pendulum. Is there any truth that Meghan Markle's been conditioned to not show emotion? Has she been conditioned to not show emotion? No. Is she lying to cover up the negative press? Yes. That is a yes. There we go. Now let's pull some cards. I'm sorry about the angle. I couldn't get my phone to cooperate with me. And as you know, I've got family coming in. Tomorrow, everyone's coming in sooner than we expected. So yeah, I have a funeral to go to on Thursday. Here we go. First card we have here. Yeah, she is not idealistic energy. Page of Cups in reverse. So it's emotional manipulation in essence. Yeah. She's holding her negative feelings inside, yet, it's emotional vulnerability, actually. It's also the position of not feeling loved, disappointment. So if she does hold back, it's only because she's immature. And I think basically it is because she's not idealistic. She's, she is an adult who needs psychotherapy because it's in reverse upright. It is a younger adult, younger child, teenager, whatever, that has been through psychotherapy. So I would say in this position, she needs it because it's emotional manipulation. And it's really just being disappointed in loving relationships and so forth. But it's definitely not putting out the message of love. But I feel that, yeah, she doesn't put out the feelings of love, but it is manipulation. And she will hold some inside, so she might view it that way, but I think it's mainly because of disappointments, not because she's been conditioned. It's definitely because she has negative feelings and because she is wounded. And she does get emotional vulnerability here, and there's a lot of emotional instability. So if there's any reason for it, it's not because she's been conditioned, it's because she has issues. She has emotional issues, not because she was conditioned by the royals and it's part of the protocol and she's all of a sudden going with, hold your stiff upper lip. So I don't think it has anything to do with royal protocol or training, Duchess training. That's how I'm going to say that. Let's get to the challenging position. Challenging position. Whoa. Challenging position. That just did a little spin, didn't it? Challenging position is being loving, is showing love towards others because she's got emotional instability. The Queen of Cups is compassionate and caring. It's because she's not compassionate and caring. So yeah, in that sense, she does hold back, but it's not because she was conditioned as a duchess, because it's in her best interest. It's because she has problems. It's not for political purposes or duchess purposes or royal purposes. It's because she's truly not a loving individual. So in that sense, she's telling the truth, but it's not because I think the way she's trying to make it seem. Let's put it that way. She has issues trusting her inner voice. She has a hard time. I think she goes by emotion over logic. So she tends to focus. It's a challenge here. And, she just isn't a caring, sensitive individual. It's a challenge for her to be sensitive and caring. It's not in her nature because everything is a competition. Being on previous reads, everything's a competition and everybody is her competitor and she's out to win. So she's not going to be compassionate and sensitive and nurturing and honest to other people. She's dishonest. And to be honest is a challenge. It's a challenging thing to be emotionally vulnerable and honest, but it's really an emotional problem. These two cards here, she's got emotional issues, and if she's been quote conditioned, then I guess that's true. In that sense, yeah, okay. But I don't know how, the way she wants to spin it's not going to come off as this. I can tell you that for sure. It's not going to say, well, because I have emotional issues and because I'm incapable of being loving and nurturing. And it's not because I'm not idealistic and I'm actually an emotional manipulator. She's not going to say it like that. So let's get to the focal point. The focal point. Focal point and being conditioned. Being conditioned. There we go. Focal point. Yeah, she's all about the pentacles, pentacles. She's all about success, freedom, getting money, financially stable, being on her own. She's all about showing this, I'm a doer and I'm a mover and a shaker. And look at me grow my money tree with confidence and, with pentacles, with, her home, her family, her career, whatever she does, she wants to come out on top, basically. Let's get to the past position that no longer serves. Past position that no longer serves. It's self-sacrificial energy. She is not willing to do that. And also, it's not serving her to be a traitor. This is the fool in reverse. Making bad decisions, being reckless, big and new. She's afraid to even do anything right now. She's afraid to take a new perspective. She's not she just isn't willing to put in the work. Here, you self-sacrifice yourself. You're willing to take new perspectives. She's not willing. She's not willing to take new perspectives in the past, and that's not working for her now. She needs to take new perspectives. She realizes she's screwing up big time. So this hangman here, he hangs from the tree of life, from the family tree in essence. She was never willing to do that. She said no. She dumped families. She ghosts families. She got Harry to ghost his family. We're not going to see things differently. Everything's my way or the highway. Everything's black and white. I can't see differently. You're either good or you're bad kind of energy I've always felt. And so that's why she's into discarding people. That's why she's a traitor, is because she can't see things anybody else's way but hers. It is her way. That is what she does. You go along to get along with her. And if you don't, I'm sorry, but you got to go. That's why. And that's also why people leave, because she cannot see other people's suffering either. Her employees that she's had working for, she cannot see their point of view. It's always her point of view. That's only the thing that matters most. And if you don't agree with her, then that's why she's always gone through so many people. Let's go to the next position. We've got two here. She's hoping to change things. Subconsciously, she would like to put out more sword energy of words and put out messages of positivity. She wants to be seen as a thought leader, but it's very young, arrested thought leader. It's a newbie. It's not an experienced one. It's not a queen of swords. It's someone who's new at it, and she's really not that great at it. She'd like to put out important communications. It's very young energy. Like I said, she's very inquisitive and restless. She knows she needs to make some timid decisions. She's hoping those timid decisions will be an improvement for her and that her ships will come in and that she could see the light at the end of the tunnel, I think. So she's still very hopeful about herself. And and that's wands. So with wands, she wants to take action. Subconsciously, she'd like to take actions and put out these important messages. So she still has that fire burning underneath her, and that physical energy, the act of being and doing and putting out messages. So she knows she needs to put out positivity because she's been nothing but negative, traitor energy. But she knows that she's an emotional manipulator, and it's very challenging for her to put out loving energy. It's very challenging for her to come off as this nurturing, loving energy during podcasts because it's just not her inner nature. So that's why she holds back her emotions. No, it's not. It's just because she's kind of cold. She's a cold person. But she knows she needs to do better. She knows that sword should be up. So I think she's trying to be speaking the truth. She's giving a little grain of truth with mixed with lies. The little grain of truth is, she really is kind of not an emotional person for other people. So I really feel this is just a grain of truth. What do narcs do? They take lots of lies and mix in truths with it, so it becomes believable. And that's kind of how I feel about this. Let's go to the future. Let's go to the future. Let's go to the future. Yep, the future. She wants to be the Ace of Cups. Oh, wow. Yeah, she wants to paint herself differently. She wants people to have a different viewpoint. She's really getting triggered. She's getting so triggered by people saying what a cold fish she is, and how could you possibly have a tear for Queen Elizabeth when you didn't even like the structure of the institution? How could you possibly cry? So being called a liar is really affecting her. She wants that spark of emotion. She wants to manifest having that emotional connection, that spark, that where she can actually feel it. So this is what she's trying to accomplish. I really want to feel for you. Yes, okay, let's get to the feelings of the situation. The feelings in the situation. Yeah, she really wants to. Wow, she wants to work on herself. She knows she's not being taken well whatsoever. We got this ace energy coming in. Wow. She wants to create, she wants to spark it. She wants to spark loving energy with passion and really feel for people. Whoa. Okay, she really wants to now. She does not, she knows she's dying off. She knows her brand is crashing and burning. She's trying to save it. She's trying to save it with this ace energy. Let's get to the outside influences affecting her on this. The outside influences affecting her on this. The outside influences. There we go. Outside influence. I'm just taking this one. We have here the Knight of Wands in reverse. So yeah, she knows her message is not being taken right. The upright is the wild child card, being wild and free. Taking chances, having the energy to do it, going on a new path, a new journey, and succeeding, and having fast momentum, kind of beating to your own drum there, knowing there's obstacles, but still doing it anyways. Outside influences, as they're telling her, I'm sorry, but you're falling off your horse, and we're truly not interested here. And this new direction you've taken is failing, because this is taking a new direction and focusing on it, and it could be unrealistic, but you do it anyways because you're kind of young, and it's still in the 20-ish age group, so it's still arrested development because she's over that age. She's in her 40s, so it's still arrested development. Also, she's been dumped. People are dumping her left and right. It's anger issues, obstacles. She's reckless, and she's dealing with the consequences. So everyone's still telling her no. So that's why she's got this ace energy trying to spark new love and enthusiasm. She wants people to fall in love with her. She wants people to fall in love with her, and she wants people to be inspired by her and to help her out, because she needs that fire lit by other people, and she needs other people's love in order for her to succeed. And it's not happening, and it's not going to happen. The outside influences says, nope, not going to happen. That's a no position. Let's get to the hopes and fears. Yeah, it's too late. It's too late. It's not going to happen. Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears is the fear aspect, the Knight of Cups. So another knight. Emotional manipulation. Another emotional manipulation with her messages. Another, with her journey, because the knights go on a journey, on a mission. So her mission is emotional manipulation. Her messages are emotional manipulation. So everyone knows it. Everyone knows it, but her. Or maybe she does, but she's trying to put out this other energy. Maybe Harry's the one that's speaking to her about this, because there's another article saying that Harry has helped her in her darkest days and hours. So maybe this is him trying to change her and putting threats over her head because he's ready to bolt. And this is the only way he can live with her, is if she makes some adjustment and changes with these two cards. Because he knows she's truly this. He knows she's all focused on money. He knows she's a traitor. He knows that she always wants improvement, and that she spies on people too. This is the spy card and the gossip card. She talks about everyone for her own improvement, so for her own benefit. So yeah. Let's get to the final call. The final call here. The final outcome on Markle, stating that she is been trained and coached to being cold or whatever. It's her ego. Yeah, her ego's challenged right now. The Five of Wands. She's having lots of arguments and fights right now. It's a battle of the egos card. So her ego is being challenged. So that's why she's trying to spark this new energy and have everyone love me. Narcs are desperate for your love. If they don't have your love, they lose themselves. If they can't get your love, they lose the sense of themselves. They have to have it or they fall apart. And that's what's happening. If she can't get it, she will lose herself. You must love me and be enthusiastic for me, or I am going to fall apart. I'm going to fall apart. I'm mentally, internally challenged here. She's fighting with herself. She's fighting with her own ego, is how I feel. Let's get to the center of the deck. Yep, she's ready for a 10 of Swords. She feels that all her connections are fake. Fake friends, fake connections, and everything's over. Everything's coming to an end, and she knows it. She knows it, knows it, knows it. It's all crashing down on her. This is a last resort maneuver, these two here. I got one more shot to get people to love me and be enthusiastic. Oh my God, my ego is so bruised here. Everybody's got me pinned down. She's pinned down. Everyone's dissecting her psychology and not her color. Sorry, Megan, it has nothing to do with your skin tone. This channel has nothing to do with your skin tone. It has nothing to do with the money you make. It has nothing to do with your position in life. It is completely about the psychology of your behavior. And everyone is dissecting her, and she cannot claim race when everyone's dissecting her character. It's all about her character, and she knows it. So this is why we see character cards on here, these two here, trying to change her character. It's almost done and over, and she knows it. She knows the transformation, being able to change herself, is not likely to happen, because we're at a 10 of Swords here. This is a complete, backstab. She's a backstabber. She ends things with people. She knows it, but it's now coming back on her. So after the 10 of Swords, you go up to the Ace of Swords. So that's why we got that sword energy here in the subconscious position here of trying to improve herself and spying and trying to figure out how she can go about it doing it. Because after a 10 of Swords, you go up to the Ace of Swords. So she's getting mental clarity that she needs to change herself. She needs to transform herself. But everything's coming to a crashing end for her. Yes, it is. And she's very aware that her days are numbered. Her days are very, very numbered. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. And I'm sorry about the angle, but I was kind of in a hurry because I have got so much on my plate. So next time I will do better. Some people like this angle, though. All right, you guys. Have a great evening. Bye.